On today's episode of Dr. Will, a man crippled by fear seeks guidance. Will Dr. Will be able to help?
Oh man, I have this real bad problem. It's like this llama. It's a psychomonocular llama that's gonna come and try to eat me. I'm afraid of it because it's like a man-eating llama. I don't know what to do about it. It's like it's gonna come eat me and get the flesh off my bones and eat me raw and not even cook me. That's wrong, eh? I don't even know what to do. So hopefully I can get some help from Dr. Will, eh? I don't know what to do anymore. I just got this repellent in my hand and it's just not gonna help me much longer because it's about out, eh?
Welcome to the Dr. Will McCall Show. We've got a great show for you today, and you might be noticing that I'm dressed a little differently than normal. I got a little rough-hewn facial look and a wild and crazy mustache going on. Haven't shaved for a while, and you notice my rugged-looking work clothes. Well, I've spent the last 18 months overcoming my deepest fears. My fear of viscous solutions on an oil rig out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. And we've got a great show for you today. Really great show for you. We've got a man that's deathly afraid of llamas. He's on the show today. I'm welcoming into the Dr. Will house. We're going to help him conquer that deep-seated fear. You come back and we'll get started. We're back with the Dr. Will McCall Show, and we have our special guest, Canadian Bob. Canadian Bob says demonic, possessed, something or other, llama are out to get him. He's got a phobia, and we've got to help him. Let's welcome Canadian Bob. Dr. Will. Hello, Canadian. You can have a seat there. Mind if I call you CB?
Oh yeah, that's fine, eh?
You get it, CB?
Oh yeah.
It's good for communication, I'd say. Canadian Bob, you have a problem. Why don't you tell the folks what your problem is?
Well, I have this well,
Come on, you can say it out here. We're all family.
Well, I have this phobia of the man-eating llama dama, and this
Hold on a minute, CB. Come again. Llama what?
the llama. That's just
Is that like the Dalai Lama?
almost, but it's not really the same thing. You see, the Dalai Lama was actually a dog, and he couldn't eat humans. But the Dalai
Lama?
yeah,
Dalai Lama was a religious leader.
Oh, he was?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I thought he was a real estate agent. Well, he has he's about yay tall. He's got the gray fur. Oh, the worst part is he has these like razor sharp teeth, and they look like they could cut through a leaf, like with extreme force.
Do you actually want to be here?
Oh yeah, I'm really excited to be here.
What you don't understand, Canadian, is I'm like a dog on a bone. Once I get a hold of it, I ain't gonna let go. You understand?
Yeah, eh?
It's like I always say, out the door of the bucket of shoes. And I think you understand how that applies to this situation. Now go ahead and tell me a little more about your problem.
Okay, it all started when I was on a Canadian SWAT team, and they put me on my first mission going to a llama farm. And it was really scary because you know how they spit? They go and they spit at you.
I'm familiar with that.
Yeah. And well, we had to go inside the room, and the farmer's like, well, they're all back there. Joey's the one you gotta look out for. And so I was looking for the one named Joey. I was like, hey, Joey. And Joey didn't pop up anywhere. And then all of a sudden, I was being attacked from behind. None of my buddies were in the room. Apparently, I went in the wrong room. Joey's room.
You got attacked by Joey the Llama.
Yes, see?
Okay. You sure he wasn't an alpaca?
I am positive. There's a...
Alpacas don't spit. That's why I'm asking that question.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to make sure your fear is grounded in reality.
Oh, yeah. I could tell he was a llama because before he attacked me, all I heard was... And then he was trying to eat me. So I ran out the room and I locked the door. But as soon as I turned around to look back at the door, there was a hoof through the door.
Now, CB, hold on a minute. That dog just don't hunt, okay? Let me tell you what I mean by that. Now, llamas are herbivores. So I just want to say that dog don't hunt. Why was a herbivore trying to chase you down and eat your flesh off? It just does not add up.
Well, it's because I look like a plant, eh? And you know, you got all these plants in here. He's gonna come looking in here someday. And if it's not down soon, he's probably gonna find me. And I won't be here very much longer unless I move back to Canada before he gets here.
Okay, now I think I mentioned that I spent the last 18 months overcoming a fear of viscous solutions. And the way I did that was I spent that time on an oil rig. That's where I came to possess this garb here. And during that time, there were many moments when I wanted to quit, give up, you see. But it took me back to a time when I remember my grandpappy, I already said this story? My grandpappy used to take me down to the creek to skip rocks, you see. And one day I was down there and I slipped on a rock and hit my head on another rock. And my grandpappy said, "Is the rock okay?" You probably understand what I'm trying to say in this situation. Self-explanatory probably. But anyway, I spent that time on the oil rig and I had to, touch various viscous solutions, just different things. And oil is one of those kind of viscous solutions. There's also gravy. There's also, other kind of sauces that are used to cook with, Crisco oil, different kind of viscous solutions like that. Now, anything that's petroleum-based used to scare the daylights right out of me. You see, Canadian, I think I'm being a little open and honest here, and I'm hoping that will show you what it takes to overcome a deep-seated phobia. Okay, so what I finally ended up doing, I worked my way up. I faced down my fear. You see, I finally ended up putting my whole entire head, in a bucket full of petroleum jelly. Now that wasn't the most pleasant experience because I aspirated quite a bit of jelly. I spent the next 2 weeks coughing up Vaseline, but it was well worth the experience because my level of fear avoidance responding, including the physiological responsiveness that I mentioned earlier, now that went way down. I'd have to say maybe about, 7. Down to a 7, was up to a 10. You might say, well, why didn't it go down lower? But I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm still working on my stuff, okay? I have to admit that to you and my viewing audience. I hope you can appreciate the transparency, Bob.
Well, yeah, really.
All right, we're back with the Dr. Will McCall show, and special guest today is Canadian Bob. We're calling him CB affectionately. Say hello to the folks.
Hello, eh?
He's a Canadian, as you would deduce from the name, and he's here with a deep-seated fear of llamas. Can you tell specifically what kind of llamas you're afraid of?
He's about yay tall. He's got gray fur. He could fly, shoot lasers from his tail. And the worst part is, he has teeth that are razor sharp, so sharp they could cut through a leaf. I mean, it is so bad that the leaf could break. It's scary.
Is that a real kind of llama, Canadian?
You can look it up in the dictionary.
I will do that later. I'll have my people do that, actually.
You may not find it in the English one, but you can find it in the French Canadian one, eh?
Okay.
So it's not really English, it's more French.
Okay. Well, we have some technical difficulties there for a moment, but we're back. We're good. We're always good here in the Dr. Will house. We're going to start your treatment out today. You said you wanted to be here.
Oh, yeah, eh?
Is that correct?
Yeah, eh?
Okay, well then I'm going to be all over you like stink on poo-poo. Because that's the way I am. I'm a hard-headed country boy. You probably already figured that out though, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, eh?
Yeah. Well, we're going to start with some basic exposure therapy. It's the best kind of treatment if you look in any of the professional journals. I am a licensed psychologist, you know. And the first thing we're going to do here is we're just gonna get a little bit of fear going up in you. Hey, here we go. Here we go. No, that was pretty scary, wasn't it?
A little.
Did you just pee just a little bit, maybe?
Not really a little, but more.
Oh, okay, well, but obviously not too afraid of that. That's what, we're going to try something a little different. This might be a little intimidating. I want you to look at it and try to breathe through it. Ah! Well, Bob, you done sprayed me in the eye with your pepper spray or whatever the heck that stuff is. Come on, Bob. It's just a chicken. It ain't even a llama.
Oh, it looked like a llama there for a second.
That's a rooster, Bob.
All I heard was...
I mean, you know, come on. You're just a little touchy there, aren't you? We'll put Rooster over to the side.
I think he lost a feather.
Yeah, well, here, you can keep this. As a memory. Yeah, it's a little... That stuff smells kind of good, though. Okay, this next thing here, I want you to hold on to your britch. I want you to just breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth now. Just center yourself down. I want you to grab hold of your inner llama. Let's just call it that, all right? Okay. Inner llama. And you ready for this? Now here's something else we're going to bring up. Now you be really careful. Just breathe through this now. Relax in through your nose, out through your mouth. Okay? Tense your fists up like this. Squeeze the oranges. Shake off the juice. Shake it off. Real good. Okay? One more time. Okay? Shake off the juice. Okay? Now just feel the energy kind of flowing up around your shoulders. You feel it? You feeling nice and relaxed? Okay, here we go.
Don't look.
Touch it, come on. Do you want to be here?
Yes, Dad.
I'm going to get all up in your stuff. You want to be here? Touch it. Touch it, Mama.
I can't do it, Ed. I can't do it.
This is just a book. I want you to touch it. Touch it. Touch it with your finger. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. You just took a step there, Canadian. Now we're getting somewhere. You know what? I feel like we just crossed the precipice, you and I together, arm in arm. You almost slipped down and fell to your death on a rocky crag below. Then I grabbed hold of your arm and I pulled you up. We're going to pull out another. How about this one? Ah! Looks like you sprayed yourself this time, Bob.
Oh, I did, eh? Right through the glasses.
I think, Bob, it's time for you to hand over the spray.
I'm going to trust you with today.
I think we're just going to get rid of this.
Okay.
You're going to have to start just to cope without the spray.
Okay.
Canadian. After the break, we're going to come back and Canadian Bob's going to touch a real llama live on national TV. This is Dr. Will. Hello, Dr. Will McCall here. We're back with Canadian Bob, a man deathly afraid of llamas. We're in the middle of his exposure treatment. It's called cognitive behavioral therapy. Successful? Well, you'll have to be the judge of that. We're about to escalate our treatment to level 5. Now, Canadian, you've done well so far. You've been able to look at a chicken. You've been able to touch a llama book. You've even got deep inside your own psyche and got in touch with some childhood llama, you know, traumatic experiences. And I'm really very proud of you at this point, I don't mind saying. But the next step of your treatment is going to push you over the edge toward wholeness.
Oh, I can take it there, Dr. Will.
Are you ready for this?
Oh, yeah, eh?
Okay. We have out in our makeshift stable Joey the Llama. Now, I can see you trembling. I understand where you're coming from, and then gonna need you to relax, all right? I want you just to think in your mind's eye right now. I want you to rate your fear on a scale of 1 to 10. Where are you at there, 10? You're all the way up to 10, huh?
Oh, yeah.
That's up to the maximum fear. Folks, he is as afraid as he can possibly be right now.
Times 10.
Okay, are you pooping in your drawers right now? Because that's a fart and a poop mixed together. Are you doing that?
Oh, yeah.
All right, he's doing that even. He's lost control of his intestines. That's a normal fear response. Now, here, what I want you to do is I want you to get a hold of your fear. I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it. All right, now breathe out through your mouth. In through your nose. Out through. Okay, now I want you to take, remember how we did this? Take the orange and squeeze it. Squeeze it really hard. Now shake it off, and the juice comes off, and the juice comes. Now I want you to make a muscle. A real taut muscle, both of them. Go ahead. Now I want you, squeeze it tight, real tight. Now relax it, and feel all the energy just melt out your fingertips. You feel all the energy just coming right out of you.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I always used to say, the energy out your fingertips makes you well equipped. You understand that? I'm pretty sure you do. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to just do your neck around a little bit like that, all right? And raise up, show a shrug like this. Come on, pay attention. All right, now close your eyes, and I want you to go right to your happy place. You got a happy place there, Canadian? It's probably somewhere out in the wilderness, judging by the way you dress. Are you there?
Almost. I gotta walk it a little farther.
Uh-huh. There might be, there ain't no llamas in your happy place.
Oh, no.
Okay. Now I can tell you're calmed down quite a bit. Now I want you just to stand up with me. Stand up there, Canadian. Now come on, we're gonna go out and see Joey the Llama.
Wait. This isn't in my contract, eh? I don't think I should do this.
Okay, Joey is a friendly llama. Remember that. Now go get him. Oh dear, this is real stuff right here. This is real. This, you cannot produce this. I mean, there is no way we're making this up at all. This is real live TV. All right, how you doing out there? Oh, okay, well, we might have a problem out there. Oh dear, oh sweet mercy. Sweet, there's a viscous substance. This is viscous substance. We're gonna cut the commercial. Cut the commercial. We're back with the Dr. Will Llama show. Our special guest today was a man really had a gentle heart. He truly did, named Canadian Bob. But he has since been rushed to the emergency room. No one said facing your fears didn't carry a certain degree of risk. And by the way, Joey the Llama had to be put down. He got a little vicious, and I might add that he did have red glowing eyes and razor sharp teeth. So whereas I assumed Canadian was psychotic, there was an element of truth to his delusional thinking. And we just want to say to you folks out there, and we just want you to know that facing your fears, it can be scary at times. I'll be the first to admit that. You saw what happened to me with the viscous substance and all. I'm ashamed of it, however. I would just like to say that there's no earthly fear that can keep you down when you have the Lord Jesus Christ in your corner. You could go right ahead and face any fear. I'm talking viscous substances. I'm talking crazed, possessed, demon-like, Terminator, alpaca, llama creatures. Jesus Christ is still greater than any of them. I just want you to know that. So go out there in the name of the Lord and face down those fears, because fear is not of the Lord, but the spirit of you know what I'm trying to say. It's like my grandpappy used to say. He used to say, out the door with the bucket of shoes. Oh, I'm going to sign off now. Love you, and God bless.